Definitely a busy city. Get the murder, the aggravated assaults, a lot of drug stuff too. Do you have your ID on you, sir?
Yeah.
Where are you guys living?
Well, I'm not really living anywhere, but my parents is camper out by Alexander, and he lives at his grandma's.
You been in trouble before?
Huh?
Been in trouble in Williston before?
Yeah, I've been.
Any drug use tonight, boys?
No, sir.
It's supply and demand. Methamphetamine might go for $120 in Bismarck or Fargo. Out here, you can get $200 a gram for it. So of course they're going to come out here and try and sell methamphetamine because they make more money. It's like the honest folks here. They're here for the money too.
I came here when it was busy. I've never seen Williston slow, so I can't give you a contrast on what it was like before the boom, the oil boom, but it's kind of a small city. The infrastructure's slowly catching up with the crowds.
Crime has gone up simply because we've got 2 or 3 times more people than we had 5, 6 years ago. With that brings some crime. You don't see prostitutes hanging in parking lots or anything like that around here. It's all arranged over internet. Sexual assaults, of course, are up. Domestic violence has always been a concern for us. Last week it was 24 below Fahrenheit. Well, there's people living in RVs out here. And I would imagine those RVs, if you got a wife and a couple of kids in there, that gets pretty small after a while. I have 132 beds. I've been full. I'm averaging probably 120, but I have been over full. We're looking at the possibility of expanding. Put bad guys in jail. I enjoy that. Sometimes we put good people in jail. I don't enjoy that so much, but that's part of the job. But the bad guys, I like putting them in jail.
Like women to men ratio is like 5 to 2. And so you just kind of have to watch your back a little bit more. I do carry taser with me in my purse, you know.
It's just not a safe environment. I definitely had some people follow me before. I just kind of walk past, headstrong almost. I don't want to show fear. I use pepper spray. I carry that around all the time. If I go out and start my car, or if I'm at Walmart, I obviously always have it in my hand. Going out of the parking lot, it's always in my right hand. I have to have it.
Going to Walmart, being in the bar, going to the gas station, even sometimes if you're just walking on the street, you'll get hooted and hollered at. During the night, I usually won't go out by myself. I always make sure my fiance is with me if I'm going to go out past dark.
I wouldn't go out during the night. There's a lot of men, and the ratio is just way too many men to women, and I feel like I'd be their prey.
For cream? Okay.
I give people hope on the street, that's what I do. 18 suicides here last year. As far as cold-related deaths, I've heard up to 14, but who knows? Well, what's the best deal you have on soft tacos I'm giving away on the street? I want 12 of them, please.
$14.71.
So I have 4 or 5 different kinds of sandwiches now. Blankets, new underwear, and new socks.
One time, and more than once, I was on these streets, and well, unfortunately I am kind of against, sort of, down there. When you're in that state of mind, that you don't care. I mean, the hell with it if you go to jail. You got a place to sleep, you got something to eat then. You're all right.
This is where a number of men stay in this bus that I know. A friend of mine has it that I met on the street. Men are sleeping in abandoned cars, abandoned vans, out in the woods. Not how they keep from freezing, I do not know. We'll see what we can do. Let me get you a coffee.
Yeah. Oh, got to get the coffee too, huh?
Here you go.
Well, you turn the gas on, you turn the heater on, you got a sleeping bag. You warm up the car.
But there's
you
dangers in that too, right? Of getting exhaust fumes and...
Oh, no. You just, when you first get in, you start the car, you get it all good and hot and toasty. You get in your gear, and then you cut it off. And then when it starts getting cold, you just reach over, hit the key, and turn the heater on. You get her hot again, and you turn it off.
James and I become friends on the street. He's a wonderful guy. He's an ex-vet.
I've been homeless numerous times, you know. But it's nobody's obligation to provide you housing. You have to provide your own housing. If you have no survival skills, you don't need to be up here. But a lot of people don't know that. and they come up here with their families and stuff, and they get stuck out really bad. The country's desperate as hell.
I was homeless from 2003. I went through a lot of tough time, and I was a rubber tramp. I had a car, but I was still homeless, and I wandered all over. When you got a broken heart, let me tell you, you wander aimlessly.
I knew there was a future here for me, but I knew without finances, you're not going to survive. I had a pickup truck and I sold it for $1,000 and used that money to come up to North Dakota. I had already had a job lined up here, which seemed promising. When I came up, that all changed. I was living in a cold basement. Oh, I was scared. I was scared half to death. I quit there. I was done with that job. I winded up in the Walmart parking lot. I lived in my vehicle for 10 months. It was about -30. It was cold, freezing cold. I mean, I barely had the heat in my car to keep me warm. It was bad. Because all my stuff was in the back and all these seats were full except for the driver's seat. So I lived in the front seat of my Chevy Tahoe. There were times where I was living in my vehicle by myself, alone, in the winter. Sometimes it feels like as if nobody cares for you or cares about you. I had thoughts of wanting to just end my life. Williston is like a strange land. If you don't have the compassion of someone helping you, if you do not have the foresight to prepare for things, yes, it can mean your death.
We are at Williston Fox Run RV Park, and this is my fifth wheel. And I'm pretty fortunate to have that. This is where I live. I've been here about 1.5 years, so come on in. You can see the ice buildup on top of the cabinets, pretty much all around to the camper. It's just one of the things that we deal with. This is the temperature inside, 65 degrees, 39 degrees underneath. I monitor this because you don't want your tanks and your water supply to freeze. The reason I came up here back home in Sarasota, Florida, I was a contractor, I was self-employed, of course, the building boom stopped. I couldn't find a job. The job I did find was for $12 an hour, 30 hours a week, and I just couldn't make it. I sold everything I had in Florida, and I didn't know much. I didn't have a lot of money. I got a job on the way up, and 1.5 years later, and I'm doing well. My family's far away. I haven't seen my family in about a year, any of them. Christmas, I was alone here. Thanksgiving, New Year's. As far as the single guys go, the guy-to-girl ratio is a little, a little high. It's very lonely to meet people here. The good thing is the money and jobs. There's a lot of jobs up here. Most everybody's hiring. I came up here for the jobs and the American dream, which so far so good.